Okay, so what's happening here? It is Max doing what Max does.
System. Right, that's those types of things.
Oh, that's Max Verstappen.
Oh, that is Max Verstappen. Now, before I get into this one, what I want to do is just quickly show you this. I'm on Twitter. My handle is at F1XED underscore F1 underscore crime. Okay, that's my Twitter handle. But my presence on Twitter is quite small. And what I want you to do, if you have a Twitter account, is follow this account here, F1 WDC 2021. This is somebody else that is campaigning heavily to overturn Abu Dhabi 2021. And obviously with Twitter, the ease of it is you can just hit the repost and repost and repost. And it just keeps the information being presented out there. And the more people that will just keep hitting reposts on this guy's posts, then it's going to ensure that this topic's never going to go away. So please do that. Now, one of the reasons that I want you to do that, he's just contacted me and given me a pointer as to what footage I can use to do a comparison with the Nicholas Latifi crash that I put out yesterday. Now, this is the sort of thing that you're going to see on his Twitter account. All right, let me just enlarge this. So he's contacted the FIA ethics hotline, and he's raised 2 complaints in the last 4 days that are already locked because of too long inactivity, even though their response deadline is 7 working days. They just shut down the topic that they don't like. It's a serious breach of their published ethical responsibilities. So when you actually realise what this guy is actually doing and the legal argument he's putting forward, you'll realise the importance of what he's doing. All right. Mine is slightly different. Mine's from a completely different legal standpoint. All will be revealed. One of those ways will work. One of those ways will work. And Formula One would prefer his way to work. Trust me. Trust me. You'll find out as this evolves. Anyway, let's go back to this footage of the. This is actually the 2020 Italian Grand Prix FP1. So we've just seen young Maxwell Verstappen do his thing, lose control of the car, put it into the barriers, and let's see what happens now. I mean, his race engineer is just going to probably just tell him to switch the engine off, isn't he? Let's have a look.
Happen. Wow. And that's an early trip into the gravel trap and a little nudge into.
You know, that back in 2020, they're all really surprised because they know that he's the best that we've ever seen. And they're just amazed that such a thing could happen to Max. You know, what's gone wrong there? Max never ends up in the barriers.
To the barrier as well, and a front wing that has come off as a result. Now, Max was on a.
Got to keep stopping it, otherwise it'll get blocked.
Decent lap. Not necessarily.
Oh, just switch it off, Max. Just switch it off. Safety car. No.
Going to be his best lap overall, but it was a decent lap for Max Verstappen. And
No, it's a decent lap. I mean, not his best lap. That lap around Saudi that wasn't a lap that we were told was the best lap ever that we were seeing, you know, in qualifying.
It's a red flag.
That wasn't a lap.
Situation.
Everything okay, Max?
No, I'm not sure.
Everything okay? Just switch it off.
So the Ascari chicane, which Johnny was describing about the entry and getting underneath.
What's going on here?
The old banking and a few little bumps down there, has claimed its first victim of the session and of the racing weekend in terms of Formula One, and it's Max Verstappen that has gone.
Unbelievable. No, that's not the only example, is it? That's not the only example. I'm sure that between us all we can come up with countless examples where a Formula One driver has suffered a crash, either in a practice or a Grand Prix, whereby they've crashed and then they found a way of getting that car back to the pits. They don't just crash the thing and go, oh, yeah, Engine's still running. Let's just switch it off and park it here. Let's just switch it off and park it here. So I'm going to just play you the audio of what's going on here because it's quite telling. It's quite telling because this is what they knew in 2020. Okay, this is what the sport knew in 2020. And I'm just going to move this out of view.
On in there, but he'll be able to limp home to the pits. Not just, yeah, that's a bit of a
He'll be able to limp home to the pits.
repair job going to be needed to get that front wing used again.
I'm not so sure why that was red flag so quickly. I thought, you know.
I'm not so sure that was red flag so quickly. Let's see how this unfolds, shall we? Shall we see what needs happening here rather than jump into making a ridiculously quick decision to do something?
I suppose he was in a dangerous position, I suppose, but then at least you could see he was moving to get out of it. I suppose that.
At least he was moving to get out of it.
I think the sort of a double wave yellow would have sufficed, or even.
A double wave yellow would have done that.
But yeah, I thought so. It was right in the middle of that chicane, just as you're really starting to get onto the full throttle there. So this is that left hand that used the curb.
No catching in there, is there?
Not at all.
Oh, Max is having difficulty with the sausage curb at Italy.
Oh, I tell you, it could have been so much worse, couldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he's lucky he's just got away with the front wing there. He might have damaged the floor. Oh, he went right across these sausage curves that were sitting on top of the inside of the last part of the Ascari chicane. I'd imagine it'd be a floor change, but...
He's done well to keep that
Oh, he's done extremely well.
engine going.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done well to keep the engine going. He's done well to keep the engine going. Oh, Max, he's so good. He's done so well to keep the engine going. Let's have a listen.
As well, and have the presence of mind to
Oh, yeah. He's so quick. He's got the presence of mind. He's done well to keep the engine going.
make sure that engine keeps going. But yeah, I think that's going to need more than just a quick once-over. Ted, you can see Max, he's back in his pit box.
Yeah, but they're actually putting the new front wing on in the pit box. Pit stop practice, boys.
Oh, never have enough practice.
Let's do that.
To get it on the skateboard, doesn't it? To get it back in the garage so they can lift the car, as you can see.
Yeah, so, yeah, slightly. But good effort with the three-point turn.
Yeah.
Quite a long car. Try and do that in Sainsbury's car park.
I'd fail.
But, yeah, so maybe a little bit trigger happy on the old red flag. But I think with the clock carrying on, this is going to go into the 40-minute lull anyway, isn't it?
Trigger happy with the red flag.
Crofty.
It is, yes.
And remember, it's not racing, so we're not stopping a race, we're just stopping a session to deal with the way you would apply a red flag to a race is completely different to just stopping a session.
Just having a little look at another replay here, as there is a bit of damage to the underside of that floor. Yeah. He scraped over not one but two curbs there.
Yeah, you could see just bits of it coming off, couldn't you?
Oh dear.
It's amazing. It looks like the car sort of, as he turns right, starts to bend. So he just goes over that curb a little bit, and then there's a patter going through the suspension, which I think totally unsettles the rear end.
I love the hand trying to get to the clutches. It's the wrong way around. He's grabbed it. Quick thinking. Not
Quick thinking, but
many drivers would get there, but the fact that he's trying to get out of it. I mean, the cars have got anti-stall anyway.
the cars have got anti-stall anyway. Oh, it's so great from Max to keep the engine running, but the cars have got anti-stall anyway. And when he was trying to grab the clutch, the steering wheel was the wrong way round and he wasn't grabbing the clutch anyway. But you tell everybody just how great Max is. Oh, only Max could have kept the engine running there. No, it's anti-stall. Carry on.
So they're not actually gonna, even if it stops and it's still in gear, you've got like 10 seconds to activate the clutch before.
So you've got 10 seconds to activate the clutch before it will cut out. There's your anti-stall, keeping the engine going. We saw that in the Nicholas Latifi video.
It would cut out. So it goes into kind of like a false neutral.
Yeah.
And then you go down it. But the fact that he's on the clutch trying to stop it, but that's just an automatic reaction, isn't it? But that car will be looking a bit second hand, I think, with a pebble dash.
It certainly will. Not done the paintwork any good, as you can see. There's a few chips.
Well, I'm going to now do a video which is going to be very short and give you a comparison as to commentary. I'm going to make it that way because I'm aware that some people can't sit through the longer things. They can only be entertained by something that's 2 or 3 minutes long. So please look out for that one. Like I say, make sure if you have a Twitter account, please follow F1WDC 2021. Okay, at F1WDC 2021. And make sure you repost what it is they're posting. Thank you for your time on this one. I'm going to put the thumbnail on the screen now for the Nicholas Latifi crash analysis, whereby we see him come to a standstill. The engine is running because the anti-stall has kicked in and the engine is still running, and he makes no attempt whatsoever to try to move that car. No attempt whatsoever to see if it is possible to move that car either forwards or backwards, to manoeuvre it to see if he can make it around 2 more corners and back to the pits. Just parks it and turns it off. So if you haven't already seen that, please take the time to have a look at it, and please keep sharing this content. If you've not already done so, please like the videos, please subscribe to the channel, and please keep sharing the content. It's important, and I'm going to do a video to just show you exactly why it is, because my channel content is being suppressed. 100% it is being suppressed, and I'll do a video to evidence that. Thank you very much for your time.